Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Charlize, and if you are new, I would love for you to stay and subscribe to my channel down below and also giving this video a thumbs up. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this look right here. I think it came out super cute, and I also used mostly drugstore products. I did use some high-end products, but you know, most of it was kept pretty affordable. So I really hope y'all enjoy today's video, and before we get started, don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I will have them linked down below, and if you aren't following me on TikTok yet, you definitely should. I post more makeup related content on there and also on my Instagram, so definitely check those out, and if you do, thank you so much. And I know we all hate long intros, so let's go ahead and get started with today's makeup. So I am starting out with my brows already done just to make the video go by faster, but if you do want to see how I do my brows, go ahead and check out my last video. So now we can just go ahead and get started with the look. So first I just want to take this e.l.f. lipstick sugar scrub, or it's like a lip exfoliator. It just looks like this. It's just my lips feel pretty dry right now. So I'm just going to be exfoliating my lips really quick, so that way when I have to put my lipstick on, they feel nice and soft. So now to just hydrate my lips while I do my makeup, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm in the color Just Peachy. It's going to have kind of like a light tint to it. See, it has kind of like a little tint to it. So for today, I'm actually going to start off with my face makeup first, just because I'm not really doing anything crazy with the eyes. It's going to be super simple, but still cute, you know. So starting with primer, I'm first going to be taking this Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. This is a great dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and it's one of my all-time favorite primers. And honestly, in my opinion, it's better than the Milk Hydro Grip. I have my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I haven't used it in like a year. I feel like the ones from the drugstore work so much better than the Milk one. It's like $2.40, but I have a nice coffee. Today is Saturday, so I slept in till about 11, and so therefore I just made my coffee like a little while ago because I woke up late. Hello? Hi. What was I saying? Diego called me. I forgot. Diego called me. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Diego called me, so I answered. But I think we're just talking about like how I slept in today and how I feel good. I feel like refreshed, you know. But what am I talking about? Okay, anyways, back to priming. I'm sorry, I feel like I go off topic so much. But either way, let's go back to the makeup. So if you've watched any of my recent videos, you'll know that I love to use a gripping primer like the Hard Candy one. And then I also like to take like a putty primer on top of that tacky primer once it's completely dried. So I've been loving to take the e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. So these two primers will literally make your makeup last and just grip out of your makeup. And I just take a little bit because I notice that if I put too much of this, my skin will look dry and dull. I just like to put it where I normally get oily. So in this spot right here, kind of just like my T-zone. My skin has been pretty normal. I don't feel like I have oily skin anymore, but my nose is my oiliest spot, you know? So I recently received a PR package from Rare Beauty, like Rare freaking Beauty, Selena Gomez, freaking Rare Beauty, that Rare Beauty, you know? So like, I'm going to be using the optimizing, what is it? The 4-in-1 Always an Optimist Mist. So this is, I think, just to make your skin like glowy. I forgot exactly. So I'm just going to be spraying this a couple times before I apply any foundation. It's also supposed to make your skin just look nice and glowy. Super grateful to have received a PR package from Rare Beauty. So now let's go in with some foundation. So for foundation, I've been loving to mix my foundations lately. So I'm going to be taking the Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear and the Makeup Forever HD Foundation Stick. So the L'Oreal one is in the shade 420, and then my Makeup Forever one is in the shade Y225. Oh! So what I first like to do is take the stick one and just like do two little, like just like that. One here, just a bit on my forehead. Not only do I like to mix my foundations because I sometimes just get such a prettier, like nicer finish, but I'm also getting more use out of my foundations. So now I'm gonna be taking the L'Oreal one. So I just like to take a makeup brush really quick and just kind of spread it out a little bit because I do like to let it sit on my skin maybe for like 30 seconds, just that way the coverage can be a little bit more full. So now to blend this out, I'm going to be taking my Juno Co Microfiber sponge, and I do have a discount code. It is Charlize20, all caps. And if you do use my discount code, I appreciate it. I do make a small commission whenever my code is used, so just an FYI. But yeah. I'm going to be putting a little bit more. The thing I like about this foundation is that it's not going to be like a super full coverage, so therefore you can build it up. And when I build it up, I feel like it still looks good. Like, you know, it doesn't get cakey even though you like maybe apply like 2 pumps of it, at least for me. But of course, everything works different for everyone. So for concealer, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige. So I kind of want to keep this more like drugstore. Oh, actually I already used a Makeup Forever foundation stick. But either way, you know, you don't have to use that foundation stick. I just wanted to mix them. But I do want to keep it more of like drugstore products. So I'm going to be taking this one first. And I'm also going to be taking a little bit to my eyelids to prime for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be letting this concealer sit under my eye for a second while I blend out my cream contour. So for cream contour, I'm going to be taking the Allegro Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Then taking a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend this out. Oh, you see that's a little too orange. I don't think I need to use this color anymore. I think I can make it. Oh, I'm going to have to make it work, but... So now I'm going to be blending out my concealer with that same sponge. So don't get me wrong, that e.l.f. Camo Concealer is great. It's affordable, but I just wish there was a little bit more coverage. It just doesn't really cover my darkness under my eyes that great. I can always see it a little bit coming through. So now I do want to brighten up my under eye a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to be taking the Rare Beauty Concealer in the shade 140C. So I did try this alone as just like a concealer by itself. And honestly, I wasn't a fan of it because it's really hydrating and really radiant. And I honestly don't love super radiant concealers. I don't love like really hydrating products, and this product is definitely very hydrating. I felt like it just didn't look good on my under eye. So this I wasn't like a big fan of as like a concealer, but like to brighten up the under eye and just like apply a little bit, I feel like it works really good. I feel like if you have really dry skin or really dry under eye, you might like that Rare Beauty concealer. Now we're going to be blending that concealer out, and I like to keep it mostly just in the inner half of my eye. I don't like to drag it all the way out because I don't want my whole under eye to look white. So now, of course, I've been obsessed with cream blush. So for today's cream blush, I'm going to be taking the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Coral Crush. And these are also super good. I know e.l.f. has the Putty blush, which I've used in my last video, but these are also great. They're pigmented too, like both of them are pigmented, so I think I got a little too much. Yeah, honestly, Milani, if you're watching this, I love your products and I love to be on your PR list. Please. I'm just kidding. It's not like they're gonna watch my YouTube video. I genuinely love Milani. Like, they just have a lot of great products. Okay, so now I like I have a little bit of color back into my skin. If you want to try out any cream blushes, definitely recommend Milani or the e.l.f. Putty blushes from the drugstore. 10 out of 10. So I also picked this up today. It's the Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I've actually used this when I first started doing makeup, like in high school. And I kind of want to try using this to set my under eye to see how it looks. I've been trying to find like a good under eye kind of setting powder, I guess. So this palette is in the shade Dulce de Leche, and it's by Wet n Wild. So I'm going to be taking this shade to my under eye. Let's see how it looks. And I'm going to be taking an Alamar Cosmetics brightening brush. Kind of nervous to try this on my under eye. Oh, it actually looks nice. Okay, so far it looks good. And I'm just using this to really like set my chin, my under eye, and my forehead a little bit. This actually is looking really nice on the under eye. Wow, that actually looks really nice. My skin looks like so freaking soft in that area. I like that powder so far. It looks really good. Doesn't look like it's like emphasizing any creases under my eyes. So now for all over the face powder, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder Foundation in the shade 120 Vanilla. So I use this just by itself as like literally a powder, like just kind of like a foundation, and I didn't like it. So let's try it maybe like a little bit with the foundation, you know, just like as a setting powder more than like a powder foundation. I had someone on my TikTok, they asked me like, do you think it'll look good on like top of foundation, like, you know, like what I'm doing? And I told them, I was like, honestly, I don't think so, because I thought it would be cakey because this is pretty full coverage, but it's actually looking pretty good. And I think it also depends like how heavy the foundation you're wearing is, like how full coverage the foundation you're wearing is. Like, you know, I don't think mine was like heavy at all. It's not like super full coverage, so therefore I feel like this is actually looking really nice. Okay, so my face is set, and so far I'm liking those powders I used. My skin does not look cakey or nothing like that. So far they're good, but I'm going to see how they look throughout the day. So now for bronzer, I'm going to be taking that same shade in this Dulce de Leche palette that I just used to set my under eye. Ew, my nail looks orange because the makeup. And I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. bronzing brush, literally the best brush to bronze your skin. Okay, oh, the bronzer. I don't know if I like this. I feel like it's looking muddy. I don't know if I like that. I'm honestly not really feeling that. I feel like it just like looks like a dark patch and like it clung to, it just looks weird. I just looked in the other mirror and it doesn't look bad. I don't know if it's like the lighting. I'm just gonna do the other side with it. Screw it. Maybe I just put a little bit too much on the other side. Okay, see, that looks better. I think I just went in with too much on this side, but this actually looks really good. It looks nice now. I just can't start off with too much on my brush. Okay, it works. It looks good. It looks good. I was gonna say cute and good at the same time. It looks good. I just went in with too much on the other side, so it like kind of got all weird. So now I'm doing my lazy nose contour, which is just taking the contour shade around my nose a little bit. So for blush, I'm going to be taking one of my favorites, which is the Alamar Cosmetics Colourpop Blush Trio, and this one is in the light color. And this is how it looks. I love this blush palette so much. It makes my skin look so nice and radiant, but not like, you know, like freaking greasy. It just makes your skin look so good. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here called Corazon de Melon. But yeah, and also they're not going to have like any glitter or any shimmer in them. They're just going to have like such a pretty sheer to them. I think they have like hyaluronic acid in them or something. And I always apply a little too much blush because I just love blush. But I'm going to be taking my powder brush to kind of help that. So as you can see, my skin just has that nice little glowiness to it. So now I'm going to be taking that Fawn 1 Optimist spray once again. Since I just finished all my powdered products, I kind of want to bring some moisture and just revive my skin. And then here in a second, I'm going to be going in with some setting spray, like some actual setting spray that's going to really hold my makeup down. But before I apply my other setting spray, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. I've been using this like every single day for like I don't even know how long, and I still can't hit pan on this. Highlight is on. So now for a setting spray that's going to really lock everything in place, I'm going to be taking the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I actually really like this. I feel like it really makes my makeup last, so I like it. That was a big spray. Even though I'm not going anywhere, we're just still gonna put some setting spray. So our complexion and face makeup is done. For some reason, that Rare Beauty setting mist left like some weird spots, like that they're not drying. That's so weird. That's never happened to me before. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of eyeshadow, but I don't know what palette I want to take. Actually, these look super similar. This is the Colourpop Cherish Pressed Powder, and this one's the e.l.f. Bitesize eyeshadow palette in Berry Bad, and the colors in them look super similar. I think I'm going to take the e.l.f. one just to keep it, you know, more on the affordable side. I mean, the Colourpop ones are still affordable, but these are like $3. So I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Berry Bad Bitesize eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here, and I'm going to be applying this just to the outer part of my eye only. This is going to be the only shade I'm going to be using. Okay, so this is how it looks. I really just like to focus my eyeshadows on the outer part of my eye like this. I just feel like when I put that shimmer color, it just really makes them look more open and doesn't bring my eye down. So really quickly, I'm going to be taking that same shade to my lower lash line. So now for like the shimmer color, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. liquid metallic eyeshadow. This one is in the shade A Little Dipper, and I love this color. It is so pretty. So we're going to be applying this to like this half of my eye. And I am kind of cutting my crease with this just a little bit. These are also amazing from e.l.f. I've never tried the Stila Magnificent Metals, and I feel like I never will because these are what, like $6? I could be so wrong about these prices, but they're all affordable is my point. So, you know, I feel like I'll never pay $20 for a Stila liquid eyeshadow because these are $6. So I have to let that dry. I do like to go in a second time once this one is dry. So let's go in and do the other eye. I always mess up this eye. Like, it's like my eye shape gets a little weird in the front. I'm gonna be applying a second little coat of this to just really make it pop more. I'm gonna be letting both of those eyes dry before I do anything else. Oh, my foot is asleep. Oh my gosh. Ow, ow, that's uncomfy. So I have that liquid cream shadow on, and I'm going to be taking the same shade again and using it to just lightly blend out this outer corner so that glitter line doesn't look super harsh. Just want to diffuse those two together a little bit. Literally just like that. So now I'm going to be taking my NYX Brown Epic Ink eyeliner and using this just to do a really thin line. So when I apply my lashes, it can hide the lash band. And then tightlining my waterline using my Lancome black eyeliner pencil. And now giving my lashes a good curl before I apply on any falsies. And for mascara, I'm just going to be taking one coat of the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I just like to apply some before any falsies just so my natural lashes can blend a little bit better with the fake ones. And then just a little bit to my bottom lashes. And so I do have two lash styles. I'm not sure which ones I want to use. They are by the brand Makeup by Cynthia Barbara. And I have two styles here that she did give to me to try out and all of that. So super thankful, but they are so pretty. So this right here is the style Ambition, and it's kind of the style I want to use right now. I'm not sure. And then I also have the style Boss, which is another pretty style. But she did give me a little discount code for y'all to use to save 10%. So I will leave it on the screen because I honestly forgot what it was. I think it's Charlize 10. Looks so pretty. Oh, we're going to use this one today. I have to trim it. But this is how the lash looks, just so y'all can see. It is so freaking pretty. Not too dramatic, not too long or anything. It's like perfect. And I'm going to make sure to glue on my lash good because last video my lashes were popping off on the inner corner. So I'm going to be gluing on my lashes using my favorite lash glue, which is the Duo Brush On Adhesive. So I'm going to let my glue get a little bit tacky. While I wait, I'm going to be taking the Essence Silky Nude eye pencil and just using this on my lower lash line. So now let's apply our lashes. Okay, so lashes are on and they look so pretty. Just make sure, make sure it's glued down. So now for lips, I'm going to be taking this NYX lip liner pencil in the shade Los Angeles and this Colourpop lippie pencil in the shade Oh Snap. Honestly, I don't really use shades like this a lot. It's like a raspberry kind of color. That's actually pretty. Now let's take the Colourpop lippie pencil. Kind of wanted to do more of like a mauve-y lip today. Oh, this is super like creamy. I thought it was supposed to be like a matte. It is, but it looks like super glossy. And it also looks like super greasy. Like, is it melting in my jaw or something? I wish it was matte. It's like glossy. So that completes today's look. This is the finished makeup look. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you next time on my channel in my next video. But thank y'all so much for watching. And as always, I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye guys.